Morning, everybody. Welcome to my coffee break. Today, I'm going to be making a Moka Pot coffee. Sorry, I forgot to add something to my... There we go. And I'm going to show you how I made it this morning. So here we go. You ready? We're going to start off with this, and then we'll start drinking our coffee. Here we go. Ready? Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to make a mocha pot of coffee, and I have my espresso right here, and I patted it down real good. I put a good grind on it, and I pat it down here. And what I do, I have my kettle right here, and I'm going to pour the water. I ran the kettle, and I'm going to pour the water to the pusher line right here. So you don't want to pass the line. So we're going to do that. So I steamed my water. I boiled my water, and so we're going to put some hot steamy water inside, and we're going to get it up to. Make sure I didn't pass the line. I'm fine. So we're going to drop our coffee inside, and then it's going to might get a little noisy, but we're going to screw on our top, our mocha pot, and this part is going to be really hot, so you want a pot holder underneath to hold it while you finish screwing on the top. So here we go. Got it tight. Make sure it's real tight. So then we're going to move it over here to our burner and see if get it going here. And what our goal is going to be is for it to come up here on the top. So we're going to watch it for a second. Let me bring it up so we can see. Now we're going to, hopefully, it's going to be coming up here a little bit. I boiled the water in my kettle so we get a good head start. And hopefully we'll get some mocha coffee coming here in just a few seconds. Maybe a few minutes. We're going to see. Now what you want to do is you want to, when the coffee starts coming out right there, as soon as it starts spluttering, then we're going to take it off our burner, and then we're going to have some good espresso. I'm using HEB here in San Antonio has a good espresso, beans that I ground myself, and it's sounding. Maybe it's taking a minute. But let's see. Let me bring it up a little so you can see. There we go. See if it gets started. Sometimes it takes a minute. Well, the water should be starting to boil here in a second. You always want to make sure when you put that hot water in there from your kettle that you have a hot water, because that metal gets really, really hot. So here we go. We're going to, hopefully, here in a few minutes, we'll get some coffee coming. How's your day going? My day is going pretty good. It's a kind of a cool day. It was snowing here in San Antonio in parts. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. I got that going. Looks good, don't it? So as soon as it starts building up to the top, it'll start spluttering. And when it starts spluttering, I put hot water in the mocha pot for my kettle, and then I get a good head start. Yep. There we go. We're gonna take it off. There we go. It's buttering. So I'll join you. I got it all messy right here. But I'll join you here in just a few minutes, and we'll share this coffee with you. All right, there we go. So we got our mocha pot. Yes, I use hot water in my kettle, and I put it in here first, and then when I put my coffee in, I put it on top of the stove, and we mix them. I saw this on Jeff Hopman, is a barista, world champion barista, and so I watched him, and that's how he did it. So here we go. I got my cup, and we're gonna pour our espresso, and we're gonna give it a try. I made that little video and then inserted. That's one thing. It's cool about Prism Live Studio, is you can make a little video and then put it on there. This is good. Cheers. Hi, Coco. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me on my coffee break. Today I'm having an espresso. And I have to be careful. Sometimes I say espresso, but sometimes for some silly reason I say espresso. But don't say espresso. So here we go. We're going to give it a try. Oh, that is good. That is good. I had it on high heat, Naboo. I was trying to get it to go faster for the video, so everybody would. Good to see you. Happy New Year, Coco. Thank you for joining me. You say espresso in France? Cool. I know somebody corrected me one time. I said espresso, and they said, no, it's espresso. So it's really good. And you know what? Mickey thinks it's a swell cup of coffee too. he says, oh, sorry. He says, it's a swell cup of coffee also. My son brought me this when he went to Florida. He went to Florida. He was doing some character arting there, and well, I tried it. I tried it on medium heat, but today, normally I do it. Medium heat. It seemed like it took a long time, even though the water was already boiled in the kettle. It seemed like it took up a long time. What do you recommend, Naboo? I just put it on a higher heat so that way it would start brewing right away for the video, so it wouldn't have to wait so long. And it's actually really good. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for joining me on my coffee break. I got this for Christmas, and so I wanted to share with you. It's huge. I still have about that much coffee in there, or espresso. I think if I drink this whole thing, I would be kind of wired all day. I'd be really wired. I'd be like, woo! I wouldn't know. So, but my family gave this to me for Christmas, and I've used it 2 or 3 times already, and I really like it. I also use some other coffees in it, and it actually makes it really taste really good. You need a big cup? Yeah, I think, yeah, you would have to need a big cup. I think this is a 4-ounce mocha pot. So, yeah, and it's still really warm, the water. That feels good, though. It's warm. But I thought I'd make that, because I was, instead of doing the video from my kitchen, I did the video in my kitchen, but I actually recorded it before I came on. And then as soon as and it gave time for a little bit for the coffee to cool down just a little bit, because sometimes when it comes straight from the Moka pot, and you try to drink it right away, it is super hot. How is everybody's day going? Certain parts of Texas, we got snow. San Antonio, we got rain. We got rain and sleet. And I'm not really complaining about the rain, because we really do need the rain. But when it hasn't rained in a long time, people drive crazy in the rain here in San Antonio, because what happens is the streets are warm, and because we really hadn't had a really cold winter here, and the oils from the street come up, and then when it rains, unless it rains like a really good hard pour, the oils make the streets really slick. So people on the highway are driving, super fast. You're having an Italian style espresso? Cool. I don't have an espresso machine, but this is the next great thing, I guess. It'd be the closest thing to do to have a good espresso, unless I went down to coffee shop. But it's really good. Thank you, Naboo, and Coco, for joining me this morning. Well, actually, it's not this morning. It's after 12:30 here. No, they were saying that last night. You had to be careful last night, because the temperature was going to go down, and the freezing. And they said if you coming home last night, it was okay. It stopped raining here, and it kind of was. The streets were okay, but because I got home from work, I got home about 10:30. So, but the weather was fine. It stopped raining. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to see more coffee reviews and more coffee chat with my friends from all over, from St. Maxine, from North Carolina, from Hong Kong, Taiwan, and as I do my videos, I chat with my friends from all over the world. Thank you, Naboo, for the plug. Oh, I didn't get to have my coffee this morning, so I said I'll make a video and making an espresso with my Moka Pot. So how is it? Oh yeah, subscribe and hit the bell for future notifications. Thank you, Naboo. Is it, Coco, is it snowing in the Carolinas? And I guess we were talking about weather. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really impressed. The first time I made it though, I didn't boil my water. I didn't boil my water first. I just put the water inside the kettle. Inside here, and it took a while, because that was the first time I ever made one. And then I was watching, move toward the west here, cool. And I watched Jeff Hoffman and James Hoffman. I'm sorry, James Hoffman, and he was saying, well, boil your water in your kettle first, and then put it in your Moka pot, and then put it in the on top of the stove. So I tried that, and I really liked that way he did it. You have to trust the Italian. This is actually pretty good. I used today was the first time, the little container that you put the coffee in. Well, I don't have a temper. I think that's what you call it. So I used a measuring cup that had a flat bottom. So I pressed down the coffee, and it really came out. It came out better this time than it did last time. I think maybe it wasn't, packed down enough for the secretion of the coffee, but it was really good. I think next time I'll bring a bigger cup. I'll drink this whole thing. Just kidding. It's really good. You don't have to? Oh, okay. Because I saw another video and somebody did the same thing. They tempered it down, packed it, and then, hey, Crystal, thank you for joining me. Did it this afternoon, I should say. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm having a Moka Pot of coffee, and I showed at the beginning how I made it. I did a video actually making the pot of coffee this morning. Thank you for joining me. I'm just chatting with my friends from St. Maxime, France, and the Carolinas. Coco is from the Carolinas, and Nabu is from St. Maxime, St. Topaz. And having a little espresso in my little Mickey Mouse cup. So it says, the candlelight coffee house was really, really nice. I liked it. They were really nice people. And I never been there before. The parking is very limited, though. You had to park on the street. But it was really, really nice. I got a horchata latte, and it was when I went there, the people in front of me, they were having vermosas. I guess they had breakfast, like a brunch, and they had vermosas. And I always tell the people when I sit down to have a coffee and getting ready to do a video, I always just kind of tell the people around me that I'm going to be talking to myself on the camera, and don't worry, I'm not going to get them in the camera. And they go, oh, don't worry. And she goes, what's your YouTube channel? and she subscribed to my channel, which was pretty cool. And but I always, because sometimes people get a little nervous when you're putting your phone on the stand and setting up, and they go, what is this guy doing? And so I let them know, but it's cool. And what's funny is I usually, when I go somewhere to have a coffee, I usually see if they have some kind of dessert or a pastry or something, and I buy it and I bring it home, and I tell my wife, I went to go make a coffee video and I brought this for you. And so and they said, I went to pay for it, and they said, no, you did a video about our coffee shop. Thank you. And I go, you didn't have to do that. I'll buy I think it was a big chocolate chip cookie. Yeah. Live streaming in the street, walking. Yes, it was really cool. They do have outdoor seating, but I wanted to sit inside because it was really nice. The only thing is, I knew that I was going to get copyrighted because they were playing jazz music from the Trinity University radio station. And I thought, wow, this music is really cool, really nice. I like it, but I bet you I might have to cover it up. And sure enough, when I got home, I looked and it said copyrighted. There was a song I had to cover up because I'm I mean, it doesn't really matter because I don't have ads or anything on my videos, but I went ahead and covered it up. And they're right across the street from there was a church on the corner. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about those. And there's a little church on the corner, and I think it was Our Lady of Sorrows. And I was wondering, wow, how do they? Because there was no parking lots around there. You had to park on the street. And I was wondering, how do the parishioners there go to church there? Where do they park? Because I was wondering about that. Because all the streets you had to park on the street, unless they had a parking lot behind the church. I didn't see one though. It's off of the Candlelight Coffee House is right by the San Antonio Zoo off of St. Mary's Street. And so it was really nice though. And I was gonna go inside the church and see it. I never knew that church was there. That would have been nice to see. But you should check it out. I thought it was because it's the Candlelight Coffee House Cafe. Yes, I have. Yes, I the one that's off of the Summer Moon Coffee off of Jones Maltzberger, I believe. I think I've been there before. It's really nice, and they have one. But now none of them have dine-in seating. Right now, you just have to buy coffee to go. But I've been there. But well, let me see something. Oh. Okay, I'm broadcasting on Facebook Live, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, which I have one viewer on Twitch and three watching on YouTube. And I'm not sure if the Twitch comments are working. But yeah. Well, thank you everybody for joining me today on my coffee break. Enjoy the chat with you, and watch the replay if you didn't see the beginning, because I recorded a video how I made my Moka Pot of coffee, and it's really, really good. And so I'll see you next time on Kinrod's Coffee Break, and I'm going to put some videos right here, and then a subscribe button for YouTube right there. And have a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. And thanks again for joining me. And if you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye, Crystal. Bye, Nabu. Bye, Coco. We'll see you next time. Have a great morning and afternoon, evening. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.